everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, welcome. My name is Dina. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today we are going to be doing a reading, and this is going to be messages from like your guides, spirit guides, angels, honestly whatever you want to call them. I'm actually going to be doing a timeless reading. So timeless reading means that you will find this video and you will basically get your reading whenever you are meant to get your reading. So you may watch this the day I post it, you may watch this a week from when I post it, a month, a year, a couple years, like it doesn't matter. You will find this video when you are meant to find this video, and whatever messages you receive are going to be helpful for you at that point in your life. So today we have 4 piles. I will shortly cut to a screen where you can pick your pile. Feel free to pause it and really meditate on whatever pile it is truly calling to you. Yeah, I just want to put out a disclaimer that this is a general reading. There are only 4 piles and there could be a lot of people that come across this video. So because it is a general reading, there may be some messages that aren't necessarily meant specifically for you, but take whatever you choose to take with you and leave the rest. If there's anything that you hear that you don't like and you don't want it to happen, you have free will. This is just reading the current energies, so you have the free will to change that. So make sure you take your time, take a few deep breaths, really choose whatever pile is calling to you, and then we'll get into our reading. All right, group number 1, if you chose pile number 1, this is your reading. These are the messages that you are meant to receive at this time. All right, so we have the 8 of Swords, we have the 9 of Wands, 7 of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Okay, so the first thing I'm getting right now is that you have a new, really exciting opportunity coming your way soon, but you have a few different things that you need to kind of get over past before you get there. So the first thing I have is definitely like a self-doubt kind of thing coming through. You have some self-doubt and some almost like you're trapped in your thoughts. Like there's certain self-sabotaging thoughts that you need to get over currently. There's a lot of indecision. I'm also getting that as well. But we also have the 9 of Wands, and I'm just getting a very like victorious feeling. Like this is something that you're 100% going to get past, but like your spirit guides, your angels, the messages that are coming through right now is that you really need to take the time to like kind of like work through those self-sabotaging thoughts. So whether it is doing some sort of shadow work, I'm definitely getting shadow work from this, just with the imagery that we have in the cards here. So I think shadow work would be a really good thing for you right now, just to work through those doubts, those self-limiting beliefs, all those different things. But I do see like a victory, like you're gonna get past it, you're super strong, you're 100% gonna like overcome these obstacles. But definitely I'm not currently seeing any really like physical obstacles necessarily. Like it's not like there's a lot that's actually blocking your way in the physical life. It's more so like things that are going on up here, like just self-doubt, those limiting beliefs and thoughts and stuff. I just want to get a little bit more for you guys. I'm just going to shuffle some cards from this deck here. What other cards can we get just to kind of clarify this message? Oh, something was jumping out here. Okay, so we have the Fool. So that's telling me that you are starting kind of like a new journey, a new project, new path. It could be a new job. It could be honestly just something new in your life at this time. But you're just a little bit scared, and that's okay. I think I'm also getting like the feeling that like you kind of need to embrace that Fool energy. So just like kind of, just jump into it. Oftentimes if we like think over something and like ruminate over something and we know it's something that we should be doing, but like if we get into the the spiral of just thinking and thinking and thinking that we don't actually do, and we don't actually take action, and that's when procrastination comes in. So I'm kind of getting that vibe that you need to kind of get past that and get past your procrastination and just like take the leap and just take the chance. I also have, oh my goodness, we got the 9 of Wands twice apparently, so that is a very, yeah, it's a big sign there. And then we also have the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so 8 of Pentacles is telling me that you are currently working on this. So whatever new opportunity that you're going to get, you're currently working on it. Even if you don't think that you are, sorry, I feel like I just inhaled a piece of dust. Even if you don't think you're currently working on it, like you have an opportunity, but what you are currently working on or what skill you are currently developing at this time is specifically going to help you in that in whatever new opportunity is coming along. Just because I have that Eight of Pentacles, it's like you are building up the skills, you're building up whatever it is. I don't know, it could be something different for everybody. And then we have the Nine of Wands again, so that's really, yeah, a big sign that like you're fighting through something. Like you are very strong, and you are like whatever you want, like you'll fight for it, and like don't stop fighting for it. And then I have like the Nine of Pentacles, and that's again another really good sign. Nine of Pentacles is basically like, you know, happiness, abundance, whatever new opportunities coming along, like you will like grab it, or at least try to like, yeah, snatch it, take the chance, don't be scared, because it is a really good opportunity for you. I just want to see if anything else needs to come out, any other messages that need to come through. So we also have the Page of Cups. So there is going to be a little bit of like a learning curve, I guess, for like this new project, new job, or whatever new opportunity that's coming your way. Even though you have been building up the skills and working on it, there is going to be a learning curve to it. You are going to be kind of like, I guess, the newbie in a sense, and you can't let that discourage you. You can't get in that, like, don't get in that self-sabotaging pattern again, because that's going to like make it harder for you, I guess, to really achieve what you want to achieve. But yeah, like you're gonna do fine. Like it's a very good positive message. Now I just want to get some oracle cards going here as well. I'm feeling the Goddess cards for you guys. So let's start shuffling these and see. And also, like, the Goddess cards, I find they're really good to like meditate on, or like create almost like an altar or something, just to kind of like keep that energy with you as you kind of navigate life and stuff. So you have Mama Rila. I'm really bad at trying to read the cursive on some of these cards. So we have the Moon, Green Kara. I don't know if that's a C or not. We have Salvation, and then Ein. Again, I'm so bad at the names, but it's the message that's the most important anyways. And that says adaptability. Okay, so definitely adaptability. I'm kind of like seeing that with like the Page of Cups and like the Eight of Pentacles. Like they all kind of go hand in hand. Like this new opportunity that's coming your way, you just have to really learn to adapt. That adaptability is really important, because like you have the skills to navigate whatever new opportunities coming your way. It's just the self-doubt and those limiting beliefs that are going to sabotage you. But as you learn to like adapt, it's going to really help you. I also have the Moon, and then what I'm getting with the Moon is that I'm really feeling that kind of like shadow work thing. Like I feel like you really have to like work with the Moon and that energy, and then kind of like understand, like be able to recognize and just identify those energies. And like we all have like light and darkness within us, and it's okay to like have those, and like don't like get upset and like freak out about like those dark ideas, thoughts and stuff, instead of like trying to like suppress them. Just like honestly just come face to face and confront them and work through them. And then I also have Salvation. I'm kind of just getting like for this one just the energy of like really pushing through to the other end, like the other side. Like you just have to really push through right now, and then whatever hardship, whatever you are encountering, whatever obstacles, like it's only temporary. Like you're gonna push through, and on the other end is that like salvation per se, or that like that brighter, it's like the light at the end of the tunnel type thing. I want to get some more cards for you guys. I'm gonna do the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins. We're gonna see what we get here. I just want to see if there's any other advice, but 100% I think that shadow work is going to really help you guys. If you guys don't know what shadow work is, I'll link below. I have a video on shadow work. I also got soulmate relationships. So apparently some of you may be meeting somebody new, or maybe you just started seeing somebody new, and that relationship's going to grow at this time. So yeah, so some of you just like keep your eyes open with that. Keep your eyes with opportunities and stuff, because there may be a new special somebody coming your way. We also have Ready, Set, Go. Now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. Ready, set, go. So that 100% that ties into this stuff. Like don't let your your thoughts, your limiting beliefs, all those doubts that you have inside, like stop you from doing things. Like you have to take action. Don't just sit by and let things pass you by, let opportunities pass you by. Don't procrastinate. Procrastination is a big word that's coming to me right now. Then we have synchronicity. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. So yeah, be open to messages, be open to synchronicities. As soon as you start to really pay attention to synchronicities in your life, they show up more often. It's like you're developing that intuitive muscle more. So make sure you keep an eye out for those, because those actually may really help you a lot in terms of trying to figure out like how to navigate this new opportunity or whatever new thing is happening in your life. We also have music for manifesting. Some of you might be musical, maybe you want to be involved in music but you haven't. Try like learning a new instrument, try singing or something. It says to manifest rapidly, think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, or play music. I actually have a friend that does chants and stuff when she's trying to manifest things. Often she'll like look up certain like goddess chants. Try maybe incorporating music. Maybe you haven't listened to enough music lately or something. Music is a very strong tool for that, and it just makes you feel good. And then we have the treasure chest. So an unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes your way. So yes, that's that opportunity, that Ace of Cups. Something is coming your way, so make sure you are open to it. Make sure you're watching out for synchronicities, and also make sure you are taking the opportunity and don't let it pass you by. And then we also have a helpful person. Someone wants to help you. Think of whom that might be and initiate contact. So looks like some important person is going to play a big role in your process. And yeah, so like if someone offers you help, like don't be afraid to take it. Sometimes we need like an extra hand with things, like we don't have to do everything ourselves. So if you're the kind of person that has trouble like accepting help from people and you think you have to do everything yourself, like you're not alone, you don't have to do it all on your own. So yeah, anyways guys, I hope this helped you. I hope you got something meaningful and helpful out of this reading. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright, group 2, if you chose pile number 2, this is your reading. At this time, these are the messages that you are meant to receive at this point in your life. Alright, what I'm getting first here is that there is something that you're currently moving towards like really quickly. Like there's something that's happening, and again, like full force, like you're moving towards something, you are working really hard and you're kind of just running after an opportunity right now. Like you're really putting the work and everything, and you have this like this big dream that you're really focused on right now. And I see like the sun, like whatever opportunity, whatever you're currently working on, like it is going to bring prosperity and happiness and success. Like it is going to fill you up. And I'm not just saying like, oh, it's going to bring you a lot of money. I mean, it's going to bring you like fulfillment. But I'm also getting this other side, and it's almost like you're making the trip, or you're making the, what's the word I'm looking for? You're making the journey, but there is baggage that you are carrying with you at this time. And I also have the Emperor. Now it's not necessarily, I'm getting a little bit of a, not the best energy from this Emperor at this time. I'm just kind of, I think there's maybe some sort of conflict that you're holding on to. It may be like some sort of like father figure that you have some sort of conflict with that you need to resolve at this time. I feel for a lot of you, or at least some of you, it is a father figure that you have maybe some sort of conflict that you haven't fully addressed. And if you're not currently like in contact with your dad, it could be like that you need to address it within yourself and you need to work through it. For some of you, it could be another male figure. It could honestly be like, it could be a boyfriend, it could be some other male figure, strong male figure in your life. I'm getting for a lot of you, there almost needs to be like some sort of contact, or some sort of contact made. Like you need to like work through it. I'm also getting, because it's like you're carrying that baggage with you on this boat. I don't know if you guys can see that card. But I'm also getting the feeling like not only are you carrying it with you, it's like that suitcase, she's carrying it with her, but it's shut. So it's almost like you're putting, there's something that is like really upsetting you, but you're pushing it down. Like it's locked up. It's somewhere where you can't see it. It's somewhere where you can't pay attention to it. It's like shut away. So like on the one hand, while I have this like really positive side, there is like this dark energy, this like heavier energy towards a male figure. I want to get a little bit more for you guys. Let me pull some cards from this deck here. It needs to be okay. 7 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, the Hierophant, Queen of Cups. Okay, so what I'm getting first is there's definitely something that I feel like you are a very, very strong person. You have been through something, and again, this could be some sort of family trauma with this male figure in your past. Not necessarily in the past, it could still be somebody that you're dealing with right now. But you're a very strong person because of it. Like, I have this Queen of Cups, and I feel like you have like a lot of emotional trauma, but you're not the kind of person who actually shows your emotions much. Like, you tend to push it down, and you like to keep yourself busy, and you like to, you know, focus on other things. I'm also getting the feeling that you're a very charitable, very caring, giving person. Like, you take care of everybody else around you, but you don't necessarily like always take care of yourself per se, or I mean, like, you do your everyday, day-to-day things, but you don't actually, like, really look within or deep and, like, really reflect and really pay attention to those emotions. So that's what I'm getting with that. Like, you're just a very caring, very charitable person. My nose is so itchy. Then I have the 7 of Swords here. I'm sorry, guys. My birds are really loud right now. Yeah, there's kind of, like, an unsureness you feel. It's like you kind of want to mend this relationship or this conflict that you have, for some of you with that male figure, but you're just like, you're not really sure if you should reach out to them. You're not really sure if you should go back and like, and confront them and have a talk with them. It's almost like you're scared of there being more conflict, so you're just kind of avoiding the situation. And then we have the Hierophant. I feel like there's a lot of things that can be learned from this situation, and the more you like pay attention to those feelings and the more you actually full on confront the situation and less you avoid it, I feel like those are like very valuable lessons that are going to really help you on your journey, whatever you are currently working towards. And then we also have the 9 of Cups, and that's just again another really good affirmation, a good message. Like, that and the Sun are just very positive. Like, you're gonna, you know, really find whatever really lights up your soul. I want to get you guys some oracle cards just to get a little bit more guidance here. I feel like you can use the Moonology deck. This is my deck just like tells it to me straight. Like, it's really good for messages, I find. It's just a very, very helpful deck. So let's see what messages, what guidance, any sort of advice we can give you based on what we've pulled here, your current situation. Oh my goodness. It's a little bit too many cards. Let's see if we can narrow it down. Yes, okay, so we got step out of your comfort zone. I think that is specifically involved with that conflict that you have with that other person. Right now, your comfort zone is just to push things down, avoid the situation. Again, because this may not be for everybody. Obviously, this is a very general reading. There might be a lot of people watching, so some of you might not have, you know, issues with your dad, your father figure, or a male figure in your life. For those of you who like that doesn't really apply to, it could also be, it could also just be the energies that you are bringing towards in your life. So maybe you're someone. I'm also kind of getting like that Emperor energy, that male energy is very like direct, very they're like very intelligent, they're very knowledgeable, they're very like they use their like thinking brain more than their heart brain kind of thing. So there could be issues, other things that you are dealing with that you are pushing down, that you are suppressing because you're not the kind of person to address your emotions. You're the kind of person to just look at the logical side of things and just like keep your mind busy, work, do all the things that you can do to keep yourself busy and avoid those emotions. So if that specific scenario doesn't apply to you, it could also be that, because Emperor is not always necessarily a person, but it could also just be like an aspect of ourselves or somebody in our lives. Okay, yeah, so you're very close to achieving your goal. So again, that's with the Chariot, the Nine of Cups, the Sun, that's all kind of linked together. Like you are very close to achieving your goal right now, but you do have to step out of your comfort zone and address something that you are avoiding. Oh my goodness. Okay, my cards are gone. You got conclusions are within reach, so we're kind of nearing the end. And again, with the Sun and the Cups, it's kind of almost like, not necessarily the end, but there's like a, like a conclusion. Something's being tied up. So there's something that you've been working towards that's kind of like nearing that climax, that like a job well done. I don't know exactly how to word it for you guys. It says a time to give rather than take. I got that you are a very giving person though. And then we also have a time for healing. So again, that's related more to that relationship that you have a conflict with that you really need to heal and you need to work on. I want to get the book for a time to give rather than to take. I feel like there's something more that we need to get from that card. Just because I get the sense that you're a very like giving person. All right, so it says when this card comes up, it's time for you to take stock of your situation. Where are you and where do you want to go? The new moon energy of this card suggests a restart, and the Virgo energy suggests you make that restart a clever one that's simple and well organized. Virgo also has a strong health aspect to it, so if you've been unwell, this card suggests that your health is on the up. Virgo loves clean eating and alternate therapies, so add these to your routines now. That's standing out to me a lot. I feel like you're someone who's very achievement focused, but maybe doesn't necessarily take really good care of themselves, but mostly focuses on taking care of other people. So that includes physical health, but that also includes mental health and your spirituality, emotions, all that stuff. If a situation is blocked at the moment, it could be that you're over analyzing things or being too critical. So other additional meanings and recommendations are to recommit to healthy mornings and evening routines. Gradual improvements are coming. Pay attention to detail if you want success. Be of service to others, and love and money will follow, and the person you're asking about is reliable. Interesting. So it could be that maybe there's a conflict and maybe they haven't been reliable in the past or something. Maybe they need a second chance. Maybe, yeah, it's interesting. Or honestly, that could be just a random message for someone. Maybe somebody went into this reading thinking about someone specific that they're asking about and they're wondering if they're reliable. That could have been your sign, your message specifically for you. Sometimes things come through and they're random, but that specifically could be for a different person. Again, for like a time to give rather than take. In terms of this situation, like I have the Six of Pentacles, so that's a very giving energy, but we're working with different people with different energies. There's lots of messages that are going to come through. So maybe there is some of you that do need to focus on that giving energy and really like less focused on like, oh, I need to make money, I need to do this, and more focused on like the greater good. And because the more you put out the energy of like the greater good into the universe, the more, you know, these things are going to manifest into your life, because it's not for like a specific, like, it's not like a selfish reason, I guess. And that's not to say that you can't make a lot of money. Like you can have that as one of your goals, but it's better to have a little bit more, I guess like a more well-rounded goal or desire that's for the greater good. That's going to help you manifest it more. And also I feel like for a lot of people that's going to help with the guilt factor, because if you just like, you're just trying to manifest being rich, like that might not necessarily match up with your values or your ethics. Or maybe you think like, oh, I'm selfish for wanting this or something like that. Like the more you have like a more well-rounded goal and desire to manifest, the easier it is going to be to manifest that. Yeah, anyways, group 2, I hope that was helpful in some way. I hope you got some sort of meaningful message that could help you apply things to your life and make your life a little bit better at this time. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, group 3, if you chose pile number 3, these are the messages that you are meant to receive at this time in your life. All right, so we have the Queen of Cups, we have the Three of Cups, we have the Three of Wands in reverse, and then we also have the Justice card in reverse. Okay, so the first thing I'm getting, for some of you, I think there's something that you're currently working on, there's something currently that like you feel maybe pressured to work on, or some sort of work or something that's going against your, almost going against your ethics or going against what you believe in. It's like you're doing something currently in your life, whether it is, maybe it's a career, maybe it is It could be relationship related. It could be, there's something in your life. It's almost like, I don't know if you guys heard of the psychological term cognitive dissonance. I don't know if you've heard of that. That's what's coming to me right now. I have a psychology background. I'm thinking of cognitive dissonance. And cognitive dissonance is basically when you are doing something in your life, your actions are not aligning with your beliefs. So when those things like don't align, that creates conflict in our mind and conflict within us, and it creates that cognitive dissonance. That is what I'm getting right now. Basically, your actions aren't matching your beliefs or what you want to do in your life. So for some of you, this may be a job, and maybe your job is asking you to do something that is not ethically right for you, or maybe you are currently working in the field that does not align with you, your beliefs, your desires, your passions, things that you want to do. This could be relationship like related to. So for some of you, maybe you're in a relationship and things aren't going the way you want them to go, or maybe your partner is almost like raising these issues where like they're doing things that you don't necessarily believe in, but you're like kind of just letting that go, letting that pass because you're like, okay, I love them, I'm just gonna ignore it. But it's actually causing like a lot of conflict within you because it goes against your ethics or beliefs, or maybe someone's not treating you right and you know that you deserve to be treated better, but you again are going along with it because you don't want to lose the person, you don't want to be alone, or maybe you've been with them for a long time and you still love them, but they've been causing some issues there. Again, it's like you know how you deserve to be treated and you know what you want in a relationship, but your actions are showing the complete opposite, so that's causing that cognitive dissonance. That is what I'm getting mostly, just because we have the reverse justice, but also we have the reverse Three of Wands. So it's like your decisions, your choices right now are kind of being thwarted, like they're being thrown off course because your actions are not matching what you want to do within yourself. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. A lot just came through. That was just like, holy cow, where's all this coming from? But sometimes that happens. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. Yes, you have to make decisions. You have to do what feels right to you. But this is not just with you, it's with somebody else. So whether it is with coworkers, with your colleagues, your boss, like that kind of relationship, your relationship with your managers, relationship with your partner. This is a collaborative effort. It's something that you need to first address within yourself and figure out what you need to do, but you also need to be able to speak to like somebody else about it, because it's not just involving you. This decision, this like your actions, you can't just like make it up in your mind and like it's done, it's like it's solved, it's fixed. Like this is something that you're gonna have to go to somebody else and resolve the conflict with them. It's more than one person is involved in this conflict, and that's what I'm getting. Three of Cups is usually a pretty celebratory card. In this instant, what I'm getting is it's telling me that this is like a collaborative effort, if that makes any sense. That's just what I'm getting right now. And then we have the Queen of Cups. So again, it's just like, I feel like you really have to come to terms with your emotions, your gut, what you are truly feeling right now, and make sure you are not also make sure you're not, and I feel like you're a people pleaser. Make sure you're not doing things just to please other people, because it's causing a lot of conflict within you. It's not like you don't feel like you're doing what's right. I feel like it's just, and it could be something small, it could be something big. Like it doesn't have to be drastic. Like little things, like sometimes it can be as simple as like agreeing to something that like an opinion that you don't fully believe in, but you feel peer pressured because other people believe that, or other people are like agreeing or saying something. Like it could be like the littlest thing that can cause that cognitive dissonance. So that's what I'm getting. We got some cards here. Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Four of Swords. We've got lots of fours. Okay, group 3. I feel like 4 is an important number. Just because we just got 3 4s in a row in different suits, like it's these cards have been crazy shuffled. I think that's important. So watch out for 4s. Look up. I'm really not that good at, I'm sorry, my birds are so loud right now. I'm sorry, I just had to tell people to keep the noise down. Music got loud there for a second. My birds are chirping. I'm like, I can't hear myself think. And we don't want background noise. So I'm not good with angel numbers at all. I don't know them off by heart or anything. I need to get a book for that. But you can just look it up, honestly. Look up the angel numbers for 4. Also look up 444. It may mean something, because just because I got that 444, something is telling me that that is very relevant, that that's important. But something with 4s is important to you. It also could be something specific and more personal to whoever is watching this video. So keep an eye out for 4. And if you see 4s like pop up randomly, that could be a sign. That could be your angel number. That could be something significant. So keep an eye on that. So one of the things I'm getting here is that you feel very tied down, you feel very stuck in the situation that you're in that is causing this cognitive dissonance. Just based on this card right here, I'm getting that. And also, for some of you, it's career related. So maybe your job is asking you to do something that you don't believe in, or there's something causing conflict at work, but you're too scared to speak up because you are worried about losing a job. You need the finances. You can't afford to lose that job. And it's kind of the money is stressing you out, and it's forcing you to do something that you don't believe in, or that just doesn't sit right with you. That is what I'm getting. I also have the 4 of Swords in reversed. It's a very trapped energy. It's like that heightened, like very, very trapped energy. Cause usually when I see this card regularly, it's more of like, yes, there's like the swords are pointed at the lamb, but the lamb's like breaking through it. It's like, it's not letting that energy affect them. But with it in reverse, it's like, this is heavily, heavily affecting you, but you just like don't know what to do. I'm also getting the 3 of Wands again. I got the 3 of Wands twice. So again, there is some sort of decision that needs to be made. It's interesting though, because I got the 3 of Wands in reverse, and then I got the 3 of Wands upright. So it's like, you're having a tough time making a decision, but you're going to. Like, things are going to get better. It's just that, like, from the reverse to, like, the regular one, like, you just have to really work on yourself and look within. Sorry about hiccups. And then we have the 4 of Cups. In this specific card, what I'm getting is that you're very protective of, like, what you've accomplished, what you've gained at this time. So like, it's taken a lot of work to get where you are, whether it is in your job, whether it is in your relationship. Maybe your relationship before this relationship you're in has been like, maybe they haven't been very good. Like, maybe you haven't had a lot of good relationships. There's been a lot of conflict. And the one that you're in right now, like, you've put so much work into it. You've been with them for a really long time. Maybe it's the best one you've been in, but there's still some conflicts. You're too scared to bring up these things and address these issues with your partner because you're afraid of losing that, because it's taken you so long to get to where you are. And again, like, this can be career-wise, like, it's taking you so long, like, you've worked so hard to get that job, so you're too scared to raise your voice. You're too scared to really like share those beliefs, because you're afraid that you're going to lose it. You're afraid that they're going to think of you less, that they're not going to give you like the same opportunities or promotions that other people might get if you speak your mind. Like, it's that stuck, trapped conflict where you're just like almost kind of just going about life like, la da da da, I'm just going to people please and ignore these issues, but like, they are eating away at you and you really have to address them. I'm going to pull some cards from the Work Your Life deck for you. I just feel like you need one of those. Or a few, whatever amount that comes out. I just want to see what messages does Group 3 need to receive? What other advice can you give them to address these issues, these conflicts? How can they best serve themselves and their highest good? Okay. I have Warrior Woman. It says woman, but unisex, guys. Warrior, man, woman, whoever. Warrior person, because if we don't want to put gender, labels on things, because anybody can be watching this right now. It says, have you answered your deepest calling? So yes, that goes back to like your actions just not agreeing with what you are doing, that dissonance. You need to really meditate on this question. Have you answered your deepest calling? I challenge you guys to to really meditate on that, because I feel like that's going to really help clarify things, and maybe even brainstorm the things that are most important to you. Like, what are your biggest, like, your values, you know what I mean? Like, write down what are your biggest values, and are you living by those values, and are you living by what you want to do in this life? And like, don't people please. Like, what do you want? Are you answering your highest calling? I feel like that card is like very, very relevant for you. And then we also have Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So that again is another that's just an affirmation, a confirmation that your angels, your guides are really watching out for you, and they want you to feel comfortable in who you are and your belief systems, and don't take that for granted. Don't let others sway you to be somebody you're not, because whoever you are, who you've come to earth as, your beliefs, your values, all that's very important, and not just for you to live your best life, but like what you can offer the world. Like, it's not just doing injustice to yourself when you're denying these things and you're being someone who you're not, but it's also injustice to the world, because you could be offering something so amazing, so life-changing to other people, but like, you're denying that. You're not letting your full true self just shine, you know? I feel like I just want a couple more cards for you. I really want to get some crystal angels cards for you. I don't know, we're talking about angels and guides and stuff. I just feel like you got to pull up the angel cards. Amethyst, revealing your true self. Yes, that goes hand in hand with warrior. 100%. Like, those cards, that is just so relevant. You're not being true to yourself right now, and that's the issue. Because you're just such a powerful person. You have so many amazing ideas. It's just like, you're not listening to those. And then we have Lapis Lazuli, life-changing epiphany or experience. It's a time of big and blessed change for you, and God is supporting you each step of the way. Take that as you want. You can think of it as God. You can think of it as the universe, life force, energy. Honestly, it could be anything. Like, it don't have to like take it as God. That's just what the cards say. These are Doreen Virtue cards, so she is a religious woman, but you know, take it however you want. Like, interpret it the way you want. What I'm taking it as is you are gonna have that big like epiphany life experience that's gonna really change the way you think. And this reading could be part of that. It could be like almost like triggering this event, triggering this epiphany, this realization, or maybe you're not ready to hear it yet, or maybe you're hearing me out but you still don't know what to do, but you're gonna have that epiphany. Something's gonna happen to really make you take charge of your life and change direction. And then I also have Unikite. Answered prayers, all your great work has opened the door for divine solution support. So again, you have that divine support. Maybe you've been like really stressed about something, not really knowing what to do, but you know, all your hard work is opening up opportunities, and something great is going to happen, and it's going to like make things a lot easier for you. But I think that deep reflection is really necessary right now for you, group 3. Anyways, I hope you got something out of this reading. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hello, group 4. If you chose pile number 4, these are the messages that you are meant to receive at this time in your life. There's a lot of heavy energy here, but there's also a very positive card as well. So the first thing I'm getting is that you have a really, really good opportunity coming. If not, you've already seen it, but you're just not seeing it. Just based on like that key in this card here, and also the 9 of Pentacles, there's something really, really positive happening. I feel like you're really, really stuck though, like stuck in a mindset, or stuck. There's something you're holding onto. So I have the 9 of Swords here. I feel like you're losing a lot of sleep. I feel like you're very stressed. Some of you may be actually be dealing with a lot of depression right now, which I don't blame you. It's been, I don't know when you're seeing this video, but at the time I'm posting it, if for some of you it's because, you know, the whole world 2020 situation. I think you've been dealing with some heavy energy, heavy depression, and you've just kind of felt like you felt trapped you feel isolated. I feel like a lot of you may have been like almost pulling back from people, like instead of reaching out and talking to people about whatever you're going through, you've kind of just isolated yourself, and you've just been so down the dumps and so depressed that you're just not seeing the opportunities for you, whether it is like, it could be any sort of opportunity. It could be like, it could be career, it could be a love opportunity, it could honestly just be opportunity for help. I feel like, you know, there's definitely a lot of like resources available to you to get help to, you know, improve your mental health, your well-being, all that stuff, but it's like you're not even you're not seeing that because you're just so depressed. So I definitely recommend reaching out and talking to somebody. But I'm also getting with this card, there's a whole bunch of black crows, but there's this one white crow. I feel like there's some, like you have an angel, some sort of spirit guide. It could be someone who's passed over fairly recently, or just somebody that you were close to that's passed. I feel like they're really watching out for you right now. But also that could also represent like somebody in your life that just really cares, like a best friend, a partner, your mom, your dad. Somebody's like really cares about you, but you're just like, you're not actually accepting their help right now. I want to get a little bit more for you guys, group 4. So we've got the 10 of Swords, and that is a very clear sign of like a depression, or just like being almost like at your like rock bottom. And I say your rock bottom because rock bottom is different for different people. But like, don't be too upset about that, group 4, because I mean, we all have our struggles, but like 10 of Swords, while it can also be like that really dark card, it's also a very positive card at the same time, because it's like, it's not going to get any worse than this, which means it's telling you that things are going to get better, and it's almost like a new beginning, a new start. Like you have the opportunity to just start fresh, and that's what's going to happen because we have the 9 of Pentacles here. Like that's a very positive card. 9 of Swords. So yeah, again, like we have the 9 of Swords twice. So I feel like you're really ruminating over things. I feel like you're the kind of person that goes over things over and over and over again in your mind, to the point that you just can't sleep because you're always thinking about things. I think maybe like definitely speaking to somebody, journaling things out, and also like trying like mindfulness, meditation. I think that could really help you. And then we also have the Hierophant. So I feel like there's a lot that you can learn right now. And I think mostly that's going to come from like mental health resources, and whether it is like, and it doesn't have to mean necessarily see a therapist, because I know that stuff's like really expensive, right? Like I have actually been doing my own stuff, and there's actually like, depending on where you live, sometimes there's like free resources and like self-guided things that you can do for yourself that you have like a little bit of guidance, but like you just have to put the work in yourself. But there's also helplines where you can speak to somebody. And there's also like, there's so many self-help motivational type content on the internet, and surround yourself with people that you're gonna learn from, people that are gonna really raise your vibration, really help you change that those thinking patterns. And I'm also getting like, really go on a cleanse about what content you are consuming. I've recently done that for myself, and it's made all the difference. I no longer follow like super shallow pages on Instagram. Like literally the only thing I follow are like self-improvement type stuff, spirituality, things that make me feel very happy and healthy, and that don't put these negative, like sabotaging, toxic ideas into my head. So be very careful about what you're consuming. That's what I'm kind of getting from the Hierophant card. It's like learning, but learning from like good content. Like don't learn those bad habits, those toxic ideals, because a lot of those are really driven hard into our mind in the society that we live in. I also have the 8 of Swords in reverse. I'm just really getting that heavy, like you just feel really trapped right now. But I think you really need to work on not only your thought patterns and really addressing that and talking to somebody, but again, what are you surrounding yourself with? What energies are you surrounding yourself with? Because if you're surrounding yourself with toxic people, then that also may be what's weighing you down and bringing you down. It's honestly makes all the difference who you have in your life. I want to see what else we get. Just to see what that's like. My tarot always does that. It's like, oh, let's give you like half the deck. Like, no, can we narrow it down to like 3 cards, 4 max? I just want to kind of see what else the situation's gonna. High Priestess, Tower, Hangman. So the first time I'm getting with the Hangman is looking at things from a different perspective. I feel like you're the kind of person who thinks about things like very, you always think about things in the same sort of way. I don't know, you approach your situation with a sense of familiarity. So if something, for example, if something negative happens to you, you kind of go through the exact same thought pattern each time because it's something that you're so used to, and maybe it's something that was also taught to you in that way. You could also come from like a family of like history of mental health issues. Maybe your mother or some other like, I don't know, parental figure in your life had like some similar issues as you, and you're kind of like, you're behaving, you're acting the way that you've been taught to react, and that like that's not your fault, like that's just what you've learned, and it's not your parents' fault either because they did the best, you know, with what they had, what they could do. But this is telling me too that you need to look at things from a different perspective. And then we have the Tower. So something very unexpected is gonna happen. I feel like something unexpected that's gonna maybe force you to look at things a little bit different and really like tune in to a different part of yourself. I have the High Priestess here. I feel like you really need to tap into that intuitive and like self-trusting energy, because I feel like there's definitely a lack of trust there in yourself, and definitely a lack of confidence that we are dealing with. And then we also have the Son of Swords. I think that maybe like for some of you there may be some sort of male figure that may be coming into your life really soon, like a new boyfriend, suitor, I guess. Someone that's just like kind of like gonna come out of nowhere for you. And what I want you guys to do is like, don't jump into things too quickly, because I feel like he's going to be the kind of person that really wants to jump into things really, really fast with you. But until you really work through your own things that you need to resolve, I feel like it's not going to work well. Like when you go in a relationship, you should come to each person shouldn't come to a relationship like just as a half, like 2 halves that make a whole. Like you want to both be whole when you come to the relationship, because then you become like reliant on each other, and if things don't go the way you want to go, or you have conflicts, that's when you run into really big self-esteem and like other issues and stuff. So for a lot of you, there's going to be some sort of new like boyfriend, or honestly this could be like any sort of partner. Just some new partner is going to be coming into your life, and like just they're gonna probably want to move really quickly, but just don't feel pressured to do that. Like do what you feel is right. I feel like you really need to tune into your gut and just I'm also getting like tune into like what is your heart telling you, not your mind. So I feel like what you need to work on is like when you start to get anxious and depressed, try to like pull yourself away from those thoughts and like what are you feeling. You know what I mean? Like really focus on like what you're feeling and address like why are you feeling that way. You can also address your thoughts too. Like you don't want to ignore your thoughts, but like address your thoughts and your feelings together and think, you know, why am I having that feeling? Why am I having that thought? Not necessarily like get anxious and like ruminate over the thought and like get more anxious about the idea that you're having that thought. Does that make sense? It's like sometimes we get more anxious because we're having those thoughts and then we like judge ourselves, but like I want you to like start to approach yourself with a little bit more love and care and a little bit more sympathy, you know? I want to get some advice for you guys with my oracles. We're gonna use Magical Fairies. I feel like you guys need something very light because this is just a very heavy reading. So let's just see what messages Group 4 needs to hear. What advice can we give Group 4? I also get the sense that you're a very, very, very empathetic person. Like you tend to take on the things that other people have. I also have the card spiritual teacher here. It says your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. So this might be a sign that like whatever, I feel like whatever, oh, you know what? That could actually be very related to the Hierophant too. And another reason why we have the Hierophant. That's why we pull more cards, because sometimes it clarifies things. My mind is like jumping all over the place. I'm sorry. What I was going to say is that I feel like whatever difficulty you're going through right now, in some way, you're going to be a teacher to other people. So whether that is helping somebody else in a similar situation as you, whether it is you go on to be a spiritual teacher or a coach, whether it is you go into, you know, being a, I don't know, a therapist or counselor or something, whatever struggles you're dealing with now, know that it's not for nothing. One, it's making you stronger, but two, you may actually be learning a lot from that experience that you can then teach somebody else and, you know, help someone else's life be better. So that is what I'm getting from that card. And also I have walk away. Leave the unhealthy situation, enjoy the new doors that open as well. So there's some sort of unhealthy relationship or unhealthy situation that you need to walk away from that is keeping you in this dark place. So if you are, for example, maybe you're living at home and you're in a very toxic situation, maybe now is the time to really look into, you know, leaving that. And I know that might be hard, especially if you don't have like a strong support system, but sometimes living in a situation like that is almost worse than just like starting fresh, right? Because there's going to be other people in your life that you're going to meet and that are going to be like a stronger, just like a stronger presence, a stronger, more positive presence in your life. So there's something that you need to walk away from, some sort of toxic situation or relationship. Group 4. I want just to get one more oracle deck in the mix for you guys. So we're going to pull a couple cards from the Moonology deck here. This is one of my favorites. I feel like I can't go a reading without this deck. It's just, it's so good. But I feel like those are very clear. The spiritual teacher card definitely clarifies things with the Hierophant as well for me. I feel like you're definitely going to help somebody else, and that's like, that's beautiful. Like obviously work on yourself first and like your own healing, but also like know that in like the long run, this is going to be, you know, it's going to be for the greater good. By you working on yourself, it's actually for the greater good of the world. Interesting. So I have, don't let your pride get in the way. I don't get the feeling that I feel like you're a very, very sensitive, soft-spoken person, but what I'm getting from this card in particular is that I feel like you're too proud, or there's something that's, you're too proud to ask for help. I think that's the biggest thing here. Like that's why you're not kind of getting out of the situation currently, is because you're too proud to ask for help. It's too scary to you to like see a therapist, or just even if it's asking like a family member for help, you know what I mean? Like it's important to reach out and really say how you feel, and don't keep that all inside. And then we also have luck is on your side. So whatever opportunity for change in your life, like luck is on your side right now. I think that confronting this issue is going to be really helpful for you, and maybe this reading will kind of trigger something within you to really make that change and just like take a step in the right direction. Just take that first step, even if it's just a small one. Anyways, group 4, I hope this was helpful for you. I hope that you got something from this reading. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.